Welcome back to another episode, Blue is Our City, Manchester City fan channel. And I want to sincerely apologize for the video I made earlier with the low quality for the audio. Sometimes as a new YouTuber, you kind of make these mistakes when you go about in the industry or you go about making these videos. And it's funny, you know, I laugh at it even myself. So just understand that this will be the proper Manchester City versus Tottenham League Cup final review, if you will. So let's get into this, bro. So if you don't know, this Blue is Our City, Manchester City fan channel. If you dig in the content, feel free to like the video. But if you're new around here, subscribe. But most importantly, get at me in the comments and let me know what you guys are thinking about this Manchester City win. I'm not going to call it a dominant win, but this Manchester City win versus Tottenham Hotspur. I made that video so quick earlier because I was trying to really get my bike ride on. It's Sunday fun day over here in the States, and you know, I'm thinking to myself, let me just kind of go out there and rep the club that I love on my bike while I'm trying to get a little exercise in. So obviously I made the video too late, but let's get into this. So Manchester City take on Tottenham in this League Cup. And coming into the match, we already knew as Manchester City fans that this will be Manchester City's fourth League Cup in a row if we happen to win, which we obviously did if you watched the game. But we're going to be tied with Liverpool if we would have won it I think the only two clubs that have won this particular title 4 times in a row. And there was nothing Tottenham could do to stop us coming into this match. As we know, Tottenham had Jose Mourinho appointed as their manager earlier in the week or last weekend prior to that Super League drama coming out. And then they decided to release Mourinho. And then now they appoint, you know, Ryan Mason. But I guess Tottenham fans were coming into this match thinking that Ryan was going to suddenly get them over the line, because Ryan actually played in this match, you know, when last time Tottenham was in the final. So that was not going to bring them any luck. I'll swear to anything somebody tells you. I don't care what nobody tells you right now. Tottenham had no damn chance in this game. When you went on and watched the game, bro, they look pedestrian. They look sorry. They look like, oh, this is our magical opportunity to win. Nah, not having it. So let's get into this, bro. Manchester City takes on them. And I looked at the starting lineups right away because obviously in my preview, if you guys watched that, I was screaming for Kevin De Bruyne not to play in this match. I thought we had bigger fish to fry, so save him for PSG. But what does Guardiola do in typical Guardiola fashion? Say, nah, we played Kevin out there. It's a final, so I can kind of understand that. But that was one thing that he did that really shocked me early on. I think in my preview, I actually got the back four spot on with Cancelo on the left, Walker on the right, Diaz and Laporte, which I'm going to touch upon not only in this video, but Emerick Laporte, just know you got a special video coming your way, bro. So outstanding performance from him. In the midfield, we actually went for Fernandinho as opposed to Rodri based on what he did last year. And then I thought it was interesting with Pep was when we went with the false 9 setup. You know, Kevin De Bruyne was up there sometimes, Raheem Sterling was up there sometimes, so was Phil Foden up there, and then Mr. Mahrez on the right. So, bro, Tottenham coming into the match, bro, I didn't see any real changes in my preview. I thought it was going to be interesting if they went with 2 attacking midfielders, which Ryan Mason decided, nah, I don't want no parts of that because they might leave themselves vulnerable to counter-attacking opportunities. So he decided to go with a midfield of Lo Celso, Højbjerg, and then who else did they have in there? They had Winks in there. I thought they was going to throw bad boy in the belly here there, but like I mentioned, Ryan didn't think about doing that. So that was interesting for them. Also, Harry Kane started, you know, for them. I thought that Harry Kane would start this match, being that this could potentially be his last season at Spurs, especially if they don't win a trophy. Arrivederci. But, you know, Harry Kane probably just wanted to start the match thinking to himself, you know, this is my chance to get some silverware in this game. But it did not happen. And as I go through this video, we're going to touch upon some few things to show you why it did not happen. But coming in, I thought it was very interesting that Guardiola made 6 changes earlier in the week than when we played Aston Villa. Obviously, we know the league is our priority. It is our bread and butter as we progress to winning that league, the league title again, and snatching it away from Liverpool. But I didn't know he was going to make. I think he would make some changes, but Sterling, I didn't expect to see Sterling out there. Like I mentioned, I didn't expect to see De Bruyne out there. But getting right into the game, bro, we were all over Tottenham in the beginning of the match, bro. Tottenham looked pathetic, and I must say, Raheem Sterling was all over them, especially finding the cuts, finding the angles, finding where the open space is, especially like in the first 5 or 10 minutes, you know. And I think Tottenham fans, and I will say this, it was so nice to really see the fans out there. It really was, because you saw Tottenham fans on one side, you saw the City fans on another side, rooting on their team as we play here at Wembley down in London. So I thought that that was special. But the Tottenham fans are bad funny. Like, if you watch the game, I'm watching the game on ESPN over here, and then you can hear right around the 2-minute and 30-second mark, you can hear them shouting, "Ryan Mason, he's one of our own." I thought that was funny, actually, hearing that, because I'm saying to myself, you got rid of Jose, played Jose-style football out here, didn't see any difference, and now you trying to cheer Ryan on, which I get, but that wasn't going to help you in this match today, players, so you might as well just wrap that up. But there was an opportunity, too, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a look, you know, kind of go deeper into this match. But right around the 3-minute and 30-second mark of the game, I thought there was a great opportunity where we had the ball off a turnover. Raheem Sterling gets it. Now, keep in mind, Raheem Sterling is like left side center, and then like Phil Foden on the other hand. And we get the ball off the turnover. We damn near right in the final third. And Raheem Sterling, I thought he had the ball. He cuts it on his right. And I'm like, bro, you should have fouled Phil Foden. If you go back and watch that moment right there, and I know it might have been hard for Raheem Sterling to pull that off, but right around 3 minutes and 30 seconds, if he would have passed that ball over to Foden, Foden would have had an opportunity, because the pass would have came right there on his left foot. And, you know, I thought that that was a good opportunity to maybe have, you know, to get a shot off. But Foden was central, and then you later, you know, when you wait that split second, Aurier was right back defensively. But that just lets you know where Sterling's mindset was off the bat. But then right around the 6-minute and 30-second mark of the game, I thought Sterling and João Cancelo was kind of getting into their bag a little bit, because you could kind of see them kind of linking up right there, especially on the left-hand side. You know, it was a great understanding between them. And then Sterling later in that same pattern of play had a heading opportunity, but was it really a heading opportunity against Toby Alderweireld? So that was it. But like I said, we were all over them, especially midfield play, breaking the lines. Wasn't really clear cut in the final third, and I thought we missed a few slight opportunities. But mentioned in the first 10 minutes, Tottenham had no chance. They looked pathetic. You know, Ryan is trying to, you could even watch the cameraman, Ryan, trying to tell his back forward, like, push up, push up, push up. But they couldn't push up anywhere because we were all over them. And I thought that was very interesting. Around the 13-minute mark of the game, I thought that this was funny, because, you know, as City fans, we all love KDB, but yo, KDB sometimes with these corners, it was like the 13-minute, and I'm like, yo, Kevin, not again with these corners and these bad corner takers. So that was like a great opportunity there, but it was like a bad corner. Then off the same play, we basically get the ball back from a throw-in. He throws the ball over to Sterling. Sterling has this left-footed shot, and if it wasn't for Eric Dyer getting over there, that could have been possibly 1-0. So that was a good play. And then basically Kevin De Bruyne throws the ball in. Phil Foden gets it. He's on the left side. He cuts it back from Raheem Sterling on his left foot. And like I mentioned, if it wasn't for Dyer, that potentially could have been 1-0 right there. And then like I mentioned previously about other video, if you hear the commentary of this match, one thing that was very interesting was right around 19 minutes, you could hear the Spurs fans go, they sarcastically clapping on their team, and they're clapping for their team because their team basically had no possession of the ball. I can't remember them even getting into our final third within the first 19 minutes. So I thought that that was hilarious. And if you see me looking over here, obviously you can see these are just my notes. But this was a tricky play of the game. Right around the 24th minute of the match, Aymeric Laporte finds himself in a situation where he basically gets the ball taken off of him by Lucas, and you know, basically has to foul Lucas. And some people will say that that should have been a yellow card opportunity right in the 24th minute, but you know, it didn't happen that way, and thank God it didn't happen that way if you watch the match, so you already know. But around the 25th minute of the game, and that's right back action, Kevin De Bruyne was right back in there, puts in a low cross for Raheem Sterling. Foden ends up with the ball, and the ball was blocked, I think, right at the last minute by Toby, and it ends up going right off the post. It looked like Lloris might have got a touch, and I thought Lloris did an outstanding job in this game because Foden, It was close but no cigar, but we wanted that match coming in. After that, right around from the 25th minute of the game, going all the way to around the 34th minute of the game, you can see that, we were starting to have a lot of possession, but sometimes with Manchester City, we tend to play side-to-side action, and we get really comfortable in our possession bag, which we were doing that, but I thought Mahrez had a great minute, right around the 34th minute of the game, where he gets the ball on the right-hand side, being very direct like Mahrez likes to be in these type of situations, to where, he got the ball, he said to himself, fuck it, I'm just going to take a shot. Pardon me for cursing. You guys know I don't really curse on this channel that much, but I love what Riyad Mahrez does there, because I think that's one of the best things that Riyad Mahrez brings to this team. Riyad Mahrez says, forget all that possession stuff. It means nothing if we are not going to take shots and at least try to get, shots on target. So he took this opportunity with a nice step over, cut to his side, and it was close but no cigar. But you know what I mean? It was a nice opportunity. And then right around the 40th minute of the game, you could see that Kevin had some really good opportunities trying to link up with Raheem Sterling there. I just don't really know what happened a lot with Kevin. I thought Kevin's performance in the first half was good, but it's so interesting when you watch Kevin play is that Kevin gets so far forward, you can kind of look at this match and tell that Ilkay Gundogan was kind of staying back a little bit. And as City fans, we like to see both of them getting forward. But that's one thing I did notice in the first half. Not too much was really going on in the first half, meaning that yes, we were all over them for like the first 10, 15 minutes. But you can't really say, outside of the few shots that were blocked, that they were clear-cut chances like via 1v1 type of opportunities. But we were really good as far as breaking them down, controlling possession. I think even in the first half, stats was something like 10 shots for Manchester City, 1 on target. Tottenham, 1 shot, none on target. And I thought Tottenham was just awfully terrible. They didn't look like they could pass the ball right through our midfield. The second thing was that even when they did get the ball, you could see that, and I'm just going to say this, like, Son, I think, is a fantastic player, but Son was stinking up the joint, in my opinion. He was sitting up there waiting. They might have a breakaway opportunity, whether he got the ball on the left or he got the ball on the right. He didn't seem to be driving at anybody. He would get the ball, then Spurs just kick the ball out wide, hoping that Aurier is going to deliver some magical in-the-box cross, and it's going to land right by Harry Kane, and Harry Kane's in there with 4 defenders. I just thought that they looked terrible. They look like a team that doesn't even know how to pass the ball. To be fair, Ryan obviously has not had a lot of chance to be with this particular team and kind of coach them up, so they're probably still playing Mourinho ball. But I just thought to myself, Mourinho might have been out there coaching, and maybe they might have had a better chance, because they were awful in my opinion. Second half starts in the match, and we made absolutely no changes, which I thought was kind of good. And you can kind of see that Spurs tried to, in the second half, they started getting a little bit more possession in the game, because I think the possession stats were something like in the first half, it was 64% Manchester City, and I want to say 36% Tottenham, which we know Tottenham doesn't really have a lot of possession, but like I said, they were just mad pedestrians. So I think right after halftime, 46 minutes, and Lo Celso does get a good opportunity. He basically hits his left foot curler, and thanks to Zach Steffens over there with a good save, because it looked like this left footed curler and it kind of bounced almost right in front of Steffens, but he had a strong hand, managed to save it. So I thought that was really good. We had some counter attacking opportunities if you look back at the 53rd minute, but we were slow with our counter attack. And I've always criticized this team about our counter attack opportunities, and I didn't think we made the most of that. So that's one thing I was shocked at. But kind of getting into the back of the game a little bit, and I want to find my notes on this real quick, is that right around the 57th minute mark, I started noticing that Ilkay Gundogan was purposely, I guess that might have been the tactics for him to help Ferner back a little bit, so you didn't see him really out there with Ferner with pressing forward, if you will, because it was one opportunity right in the 57th minute to where you see Ilkay Gundogan, he could push up, but he's purposely standing on the other side of the 18-yard box as if he's trying to make sure that he supports furnace as far as winning the ball back and make sure that they don't have a counterattack and opportunity. But I'm saying to myself, he just didn't look involved in the game. But he did get better because in the 60th minute, there was this great run that he made. And I forget who tried to cross him the ball, but it was nice to see him kind of get up in there and, you know, not stay back so much, in my opinion. Right around the 66th minute, this is where I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. I'm thinking to myself right around the 66th minute, I'm like, yo, bro, I can't believe we have not scored yet, because in my match preview, I predicted 3-1. I went out there on the live and was just like, yo, we won this competition 3 times in a row. Forget what happened last year. We won it, but we didn't win the league. And this has always been kind of like a precursor to us winning the league with this title. But you know, it just felt different, because it felt to me like, yo, anything can happen. 66 minutes, bro, they can just score for anything, and we didn't have all this possession. We didn't have these shots, and we just kind of missing opportunities for whatever reason, or not having any real clear-cut chances. So I started feeling a little bit nervous, but as you already know with this team, bro, you always got to be patient. So around the 66th minute, Ryan Mason decides, let me bring on Gareth Bale. So he puts on Gareth Bale, and I think he takes off Lucas and brings on Sissoko for Giovanni Lo Celso. So he made that switch a little bit, try to make them stay back and, I guess, support Højbjerg. But I was shocked that Gareth Bale didn't start for whatever reason to make them a little bit more electrifying. But like I mentioned, I was still that whole time feeling a little bit nervous. So I'm going to keep it all the way real there. But I thought right around the 71st minute, IG started getting himself involved. And when I say IG, I'm talking about none other than Mr. Ilkay Gundogan. Didn't have the best game, but I like the fact that he started getting involved down the left side, linking up with Sterling and stuff. So I thought that was good, because we want to see him get a little bit more in the box. In my case, specifically, I definitely like when he attacks on the left-hand side and keeps Sterling wide or keep Phil Foden wide and let him get in that space, where we know Kevin likes to be on the right-hand side, if you will. So I thought that was good. But, yo, Mahrez did have a great shooting opportunity right in the 83rd minute. And this is another outstanding save by Lloris. But doesn't matter, because just when you think that Manchester City might lose this, who comes up big, baby? Who comes up big? So let me rewind this story for you. So obviously, I think this was coming off a corner opportunity, and then it was Raheem Sterling coming down the left. We get the free kick opportunity. Kevin, I think it was Kevin. I forgot who puts it in, because you see all of this stuff is raw, so I don't write down everything. But, yo, he gets a free kick opportunity. The ball comes in, and who is it none other than my man, Aymeric Laporte, doing what he does, bro. Heading the ball 1-0 to Manchester City, robbing the heart away from all of those Spurs fans who thought that they were going to be locally in London, go to Wembley, and get a title that they haven't gotten in forever. You know what I mean? They might say to themselves, yeah, Sam, we beat you guys in Champions League, but you still got no silverware. And Aymeric Laporte kept it that way right in the 82nd minute. That's one thing I love about Laporte. John has been outstanding this year, but Aymeric Laporte, I love the way he attacks the ball, man. He just kind of did his thing. And you can see the level of emotion coming from him. Him running over there, shouting and saying, yo, I'm here, son. Because I can remember in 18-19, I used to love the way he used to attack headers. I used to love him in the brief periods that we had him last year when he used to attack headers. So Aymeric Laporte does what he's supposed to do. And after that, Tottenham didn't have much of a chance. Like, they might have been breaking lines and Harry Kane might have been dropping deep, but they didn't really have anything going on. And it was so nice to see City just say, yo, we lifting this title again, 4th year, but more importantly, this is one competition that's over. No more games from this competition. We can focus on the Premier League. We can get ready for Crystal Palace. We can get ready for PSG. And then now we're holding the trophy, building up that momentum to let people know that next, or in this upcoming week, we got a tough task, but we might be ready, because we need to keep winning. Winning is the only thing that's going to build this team's spirits up, and we actually got the W. So I'm so happy. That's the reason why I rushed to judgment and did the first video using this different camera, and then realized my audio was on. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this content right here as I bring you a real reaction, a real review, if you will, of the game. Sincerely, my apologies for the video earlier, but Manchester City City get it done, and that's the reason why I'm out here repping my jersey, and I hope that you guys are doing the same thing. No matter where you in the world, just know that Manchester City at one title already, as we hope to wrap up the Premier League. Thank you, United. Thank you, Leeds. So I'm just going to say that right there. But as we look to wrap up the Premier League, and then we can focus on the Premier League and the Champions League moving forward. So that's a 1-0 win. Tottenham's not going to happen this year. Harry Kane, wish you the best of luck. Hopefully you know where to come if you want to win trophies, because you're not going to win anything over there. So City, great job today, and let people know what time it is when they see us next week, or they see us later in the week when we take on PSG. So thank you guys so much. If you enjoyed the content, please hit that like. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. But most importantly, let me know your thoughts on this victory. Did Manchester City get it done? Were you a little nervous? How were you feeling right around the 68th minute of the game? Was you not sweating at all? Because you know Manchester City always come through in the clutch. So let's go City, and I'll see you guys when we do the PSG preview. Until then, peace.